gentlemen, it's your boy Rico back at it again. Welcome to another edition of Rico Report. Welcome. Yes, sir. We got ourselves a show today. Let me turn that down a little bit. I hope you guys are having a great week. I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you're having a great day. We got a lot of things to talk about today, folks. I'm just glad that you guys are here to tune in. And let's talk some Bills football, man. We had a huge win this weekend. Nobody can tell me any different. But there's one person that could go into depth and tell me how exciting that was to get that victory. And that's my man, Isaiah McKenzie, that will be joining us in a little bit, about 5 to 10 minutes, give or take. He'll be joining us. So it gives us a chance to kind of chop it up and kind of recap the game. Recap what went down with the Bills Patriots. What a showdown. And is it safe to say, and it is a real question, because sometimes people will mention that rivalries, and a rivalry is a back and forth thing. You know what I'm saying? When your team is absolutely getting destroyed every single time, right? It's not a rivalry. It's just a walkthrough. It's a dog walk. You feel me? So in this case, it seems as though the rivalry has been reignited, right? Because now that it's a new era. Tom Brady is no longer on the team, right? We've got a franchise quarterback that's leading the way. We've had some tough losses this year. We all know that. But we show up to the games that we really care for. We just got to be consistent with it. And this one was a big one. And I feel that the rivalry is back on. And why it's back on? I'll tell you why. It's going to be bulletin. It was on as soon as the thought of kissing Belichick's rings, right? I think it's Rex Ryan that said, I ain't come here to kiss Belichick's rings, but we weren't good enough yet to compete with those guys. Now that we have our franchise quarterback, now that we have a freaking number one defense, we can compete. And it showed this weekend. Now, two things that have amped up this rivalry, in my opinion, that's just got it back on. It's when McDermott, the first matchup this year, said, first of all, when we beat them last year twice and won the division, that's when it kind of ignited it. Then when we lost the first game, McDermott came in and said, hey, fam, let's not give too much credit to Belichick. Ooh, you know he felt that. That stung. That stung a lot. You feel me? So that's number one. And then the cap on it, the cherry on top, when Josh Allen says, yo, y'all might not know who the F I am. When your quarterback is feeling the juice like that, and he says, y'all don't know who I am, that is going to play looped in that locker room. When they know what's good now. They know what's good. We got ourselves, you know what I'm saying, King of the East. We back on top. So listen, I appreciate each and every one of you guys tuned in. Welcome to another edition, man. I appreciate y'all. Like I said, Isaiah McKenzie is going to be coming on in about 10, give or take. You know what I mean? He's got to get beautified. I mean, he's got to look good. But in the meantime, I'm going to read a super chat from my man, Matt Montgomery, M&M. What up, man? He goes, hey, thank you, Lil Dirty, for putting a beat down on the Patriots. Bills Mafia will always remember it. We will definitely. A lot of folks are talking about this game was the biggest game we've had in a long time versus these Patriots, especially versus these Patriots, and how much this game meant to us, and what was on the line, right? What was on the line was division, potentially. It's not over just yet, but we have the edge over them with the division. We knew that we could beat this team. Obviously, we know what's good with how we lost last game. It took a big win game, and 14-10, I think the score was. I mean, I don't remember what it was, but the point of the matter is this: we knew we could play, and it showed. It showed up tremendously. So you got to tip your cap to these Bills, because they came focused. Shout out to another super chat coming from a man, Jax. He says, AX and Jax says, hey, speaking of rivalries, can we please discuss Steve Belichick's horrendous physical appearance? He's that dude's mother, man. Honey Boo Boo. He seriously needs to start taking care of himself. I mean, I'm not gonna get into all that, but my man called him Honey Boo Boo. Now, before we get into Bills chatter, shout out to my man Sheldon Cole just became a member. Sheldon Cole, you know the drill. Bing, biggity, bing, let's go. Let's go, my man Sheldon Cole. Welcome to the Big Squad. But I think you're already Big Squad, so I think you just leveled up. So if you did, appreciate you. Now, we got to hit some not so great news. And this affects each and every one of y'all in this chat room. Each and every one of y'all in this chat room. Legendary, legend, Mr. Legend himself, John Madden, has passed at the age of 85. That's a big one. That's a big one. If we all know that he's shaped us one way or another, whether you are 60 plus, you're 60 years of age plus, he's shaped you one way or another. You could be 12 in this chat. You are affected by John Madden. You might be playing Madden as we speak, as I'm on live right now. You know what I'm saying? You listening to it, or you watch this man coach for the Oakland Raiders. You listen to this man in the booth, right? He trends. I don't know. He transcend the game, if you will. What an icon. What a pillar for the NFL. What a pillar in sports. Like, everyone knows the name Madden. And that name, like, you always ask, you know what I mean, when someone passes, you say, what do you want to leave behind? What kind of legacy you want to leave behind? Boy, is he ever leaving a legacy. So big shout out to John Madden, man. And I've given up on John Madden the last couple years. I haven't played as much as I want to. I used to be heavy into Madden. I started playing Madden, I would say Madden 90, 94, 95, give or take. You know what I'm saying? I think it was like 90, 94-ish. I think it's 94. I mean, I'm gonna go way back on this. I'm gonna see if you guys are all about this. But I remember the Madden. I used to trade. There wasn't many trades that you can make that would be approved, right? And I used to trade. Barry Sanders is my all-time favorite back, and I used to trade Thurman Thomas for Barry Sanders all the time. And that was the only person that you could trade for Barry Sanders, because they were just pretty much 1A, 1B, right? And then, you know, if you guys remember the Madden where you can create your own player and do the 40, and you'd have to, if you had quick fingers, man, you had to really get a good 40 to actually have a good creative player. Man, those were the days. Those were the days, man. So shout out to John Madden. You got to give love to John Madden. And listen, man, we lost a legend today, man. 85 years of age. That's who am I to say how long someone, but 85 is good. You've seen a lot. You've seen a lot, and it was unexpected, unfortunate. But shout out to John Madden, man. Rest in peace. And you know what I'm saying? Prayers to the family, extended family, and anybody that was affected by this man. Man, what a legend. What a legend. Brian Barris, what a super chat comes in, says, hey, no more calling him Mac Jones. It's either McCorkle or Macaroni with the noodle arm. Ooh, Macaroni. Macaroni Jones. You know what? I like that. We're going to call him Macaroni Jones until he comes in and lights us up. It's Macaroni Jones from now. Macaroni Jones. That's what it's going to come down to. So, folks, let's recap this game, man. How sensational was Josh Allen? Josh Allen was the man. This guy was all over it. There was nothing that he could not do. The throws this guy was, listen, don't let me sit here and tell you about it. Let me show you. Look at the throws this man was making. Roll left. Look at this. He's backing up and hitting Isaiah McKenzie on the sideline. What a dime again. Josh Allen was absolutely on the money. Could not be stopped. Look at this here. Dime. This is one of my favorites. Look at this. Beautiful touch. Look who's on the end of that. I'm telling you, man. I tell you, this was one of those games where Josh Allen woke a lot of people up. And you know how the media is, man. The media loves to, when a team is down, they prop up the other team like the team is the business. But we've always known that we're a solid team, very good team, right? We've faced some hardship. You know what I'm saying? We're resilient. We are resilient. But this game was something else, man. We put up 30 points on a very good Bill Belichick team. We neutralized Matt Judon. Matt Judon was, he wasn't as effective as he was the first time, right? The game plan worked. We put a game plan together and we executed. How many times have we been asking for us to execute on these game plans, man? Honestly, a beautiful thing to watch. Matthew Montgomery with a comment here. He says, "Hey, the all 22 makes you really appreciate these throws. They look effortless on the broadcast. My, do they ever? My, do they ever? It's unbelievable, right? There is somebody else that I got to give a big shout out to, and nobody's really talking about this player, and he's starting to get a little buzz. I need you guys to pay attention to left guard, right guard, Ryan Bates. Ryan Bates. Let me tell you guys about Ryan Bates. I'm gonna play that very same highlight for you. All right, I'm gonna play that very same highlight I just played for you. But pay attention to left guard Ryan Bates. All right, look at that. Okay, he's fine. Watch the next route. Watch the next play here. Look at this. Handle your own, fam. Handle your own. Ryan Bates. Let's go, man. How exciting is that? Pay attention. Ryan Bates, man. I'm telling you, man, this might be the look. This might be a setup that we must have with Ryan Bates on the field. And it's no slouch, and it's no hate on Feliciano, no hate on Darrell Williams. I listen, find a place for Ryan Bates. You guys have heard me say this multiple times. Man, like, let's try to get Ryan Bates in here. Let's try to get Ryan Bates. But the I guess the conversation was always he's the backup to the backup center, right? John Feliciano being out, whether it was the pectoral injury, or it was a slew of players being out. Ryan Bates was always kept on the sideline. Why? I mean, he held his own time. This is one game. Sample is small, but we brought this guy early. And here's the beautiful thing about it. I didn't realize this. He's only 24 years of age. He's only 24. Folks, what I saw against a good Patriots team is extremely encouraging for this line. If we feel good enough with Ryan Bates, I'm not saying that we should absolutely throw out the window to go and grab a guard and fix that O-line a little bit and bolster the O-line. I don't want to say fix. I want to say bolster the O-line. But my goodness, if we have something in Ryan Bates, that helps us out tremendously. We can focus on the other side of the line, right? Who knows? Who knows? But this was very encouraging to see from Mr. Ryan Bates, right? So keeping on with the offensive side of the ball, the run game. Now, the run game, I'm going to tell you, we didn't have 100 yards rushing. No, we did not. But it was effective. The way that Devin Singletary was running the ball was as if he had more. I thought he had more yards rushing, right? It didn't. When you look at the numbers didn't show. But it felt like he had more yards rushing. So shout out to Devin Singletary and what he did with his touches, right? 12 touches. I believe he had 12 touches on the ground, and he had another, five receptions. I will take that every single time. A big shout out goes out to my guy, Devin Singletary, man. He's doing well. And you listen, Zach Moss even got on the field as well. So shout out to Zach Moss. Zach Moss did his thing. Appreciate that. David Stymons comes in with a super chat. Appreciate that, David. He goes, hey, Miami beats Tennessee this week. Week 18, Dolphins versus Patriots could be for a playoff spot. I honestly would rather have Crap Jones, the Dolphins team that ate their Wheaties this past 8 weeks. Well, listen, the Dolphins are playing good football, right? We just happen to have their number, but they're playing very good football right now. But here's the deal. I mean, I talk to Kevin every day, and Kevin doesn't want to give his team the love that they deserve. He came in and, well, we're not going to do well against the Saints. And man, the Saints were depleted, man. You got a good W there. You're saying you got yourself a W, you got out of that game. Now you have a big game against Tennessee. Now, if the Jacksonville Jaguars can pounce somehow, some way, and Trevor Lawrence comes in and lights these Patriots up, we'll take it. We will take it. But my goodness, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to see how packed this AFC East is. I mean, and we're sitting at the top. And you know what? We get to look down and see these guys battle it out. We just gotta make sure that we finish out and finish doing what we do. So without further ado, I've been chatting. You know what I'm saying? We've been doing some reaction to the game, but I want to react with my guy, right? This is not his first time coming on the show, nor is it his second time. I think it's his third or fourth time. And I appreciate every moment that he does come and share with us. So you give me the thumbs up and let me know if you're ready to go on, big fella. Oh shit, yes, he is. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let me bring on my man. Hold on, let me fix this up a little bit. So we got to see his pretty face. Isaiah McKenzie. What's up?
What's going on?
What's up, big fella?
Chilling, man, chilling.
Listen, the chocolate is popping right now. You got the light. The lighting is perfect on your end.
He said the chocolate is popping right now.
Chocolate is popping. So listen, man. Congratulations, first and foremost. I gotta give it to you. Everybody's got to give it to you. You had a sensational game, and I got to bring this up because you mentioned something that I'm curious about, and I need you to shed some light with me on this for me. You said you're more happy for the people that believed in you rather than happy for yourself. What did you mean by that? I'm curious.
Because I was driving in the car and I was just thinking about it, like, because after the game, I noticed how the people that were happy for me were genuinely happy for me. And for example, like I was like Josh talked to me. Josh was crying when he was talking to me, like how happy he was for me.
You're good.
Oh, Josh was crying on how happy he was for me. And then to see Dave's after the game run downstairs and like it looked like he saw like a god or something. Like he was smiling from ear to ear, eyes wide open, and looking at me, and and I mean, I can't say what he said, but he was happy, and he was like glowing. And I'm like, damn, he happy for me. Like he happier than I am. I'm just sitting in the chair, just minding my business, and he's happy as hell. And then Chad Hall, obviously receivers coach, we've been together for years now. He was excited, So I was just just looking at people that were happy for me, and the people that just like I was more happy like for them to make them happy than they were for me. Like I was just after the game, I just sat there and I was just like, I'm saying, like just dwelling on it. You're like, damn, I did that.
It's a
But
good
there were
feeling.
people, yeah.
It's got to be a good feeling because like you have a game. Like I mean, you've done this since you were little. You've been playing ball, and you're used to kind of lighting things up, and it's another day, right?
Yeah.
This game was against the Patriots. I mean, I got to ask you. I mean, we fans, we know we've had some history with the Patriots. I mean, I don't got to tell you. You already know what it is.
Yeah.
How was it in the locker room at halftime compared to in the locker room after the game? What was it like? What was the difference? Was everybody calm and cool in that and in the locker room at halftime, or were you guys hyped and ready to go?
I feel like it was both. It was the same. It was like it was a close game. We know we got a battle. We were going back and forth. They were scoring. We were scoring. Saying defense getting stops. They were defense. We're getting stops. So it was just like we're going back and forth. It was like, hey, we're playing a good game. We just got to we got to stay consistent. You know what I'm saying? We can't get a ball away. We can't get penalties. We got to play in the green. We got to stay out of the red. We got to finish in the red zone. And we got to aim at every drive with a kick, at least, a field goal or point at the PAT. So that's what we did. You know what I'm saying? At halftime, that's what we said. And then came out at halftime and we were just on fire. So we just kept it going. You know what I'm saying? It was punch for, blow for blow. You know what I'm saying? They were scoring, we were scoring. You know what I'm saying? They would get a good play on defense. We would get a good play on defense. So we just like going at it. You know what I'm saying? Made the best man win.
After the game, though, everybody's rah, rah, rah. We get off the field.
Yeah.
Josh Allen is asking, y'all don't know who I am. You feel me? Stephon Diggs is saying, yo, you, be quiet. You feel me? Y'all you're sitting here like, you get in the locker room. Who on the defensive side of the ball is coming to you say, yo, you had a game. That's my boy. Who came to you?
J. Poe, Micah,
Mike,
Ed Oliver, Jerry Hughes. I mean, the whole defense was like in shock. They weren't in shock. They was just like, because you gotta think about it. Like, I always talk a lot of smack. Like, yo, I can do this, I can do that,
right?
Whatever. But they never. To be honest, like I didn't realize how big of a game I had until because I didn't realize it until everybody else reacted. It was like because after the game, I didn't even know how many yards I had. I didn't even know how many catches I had. I just know I was having a good game. I didn't know I was over 100 yards. All that came to me after the game, and then everybody came to me was like, "Yo, you just did that. You don't even know what you just did." And then obviously the defensive players obviously they surprised because like I talk a lot of smack and I say I can do this, I can do that, and it's like, oh, this man when I did it.
Fam,
And he did that and more. It's just like, whoa. Like
11 receptions, 125, a TD. Fam, you gotta get love. You deserve all the love in the world for this, man. Because listen, a lot of people were worried, right? Cole Beasley out, Gabe Davis out. So, and I'm talking about content creators and Bills fans alike. We're trying to say, okay, who's gonna do what? Who's gonna step up? A lot of people were saying, yo, McKenzie's got this. And you did. Poor number 41. 41 is a good player. I'm sure he is. But you played hoops back in the day. When you know you hot, you stick buckets.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who's on you at that
Exactly. It don't matter. So when did you realize, yo, I'm hot, man? Yo, this guy's not gonna be able to come.
I would say after. Damn.
First quarter, first drive.
No, because I know in the first quarter I caught the first down and I caught the first down and I came on the sideline and Isaiah Hodgins and there was somebody else sitting in front of me and they was like, bro, he was like, okay, that was a good drive. I was like, yeah, and I'm not even warm yet. I'm still cold.
She.
And he goes, and they goes, what do you mean? He was like, you just scored. I was like, yeah, but my body's not even warm, and my legs are not even like ready to. I'm not even ready to run. Like I ain't, because I'd had like in that drive, I probably had like 4 plays. I was like, I'm not even warm yet, and I was like, when I get warm, they in trouble. So after that, and we got back in the drive, and I was like, I'm getting warm. I'm feeling it out. I'm in the game now. I'm in it. I'm getting warm. I'm figuring it out. I'm catching the ball, and I would say after halftime. That's when it really turned on. I caught like 4 passes in a row.
Oh, so let me jump on that because this is where I'm gonna segue into this because listen, quarterback is a tough position to play.
Yeah.
Third down, especially, pressure's on everybody. Linemen to hold their water, don't jump offside, don't hold. You know what I'm saying? You got to make the right call, you got to make the right read as a receiver. Do I sit in this hole? Do I keep going? Fam, you caught all the balls thrown your way on 3rd and 4th down, right?
Yeah.
And they weren't little dink and dunks.
Yeah.
Josh Allen trusted you. Yeah. How does it feel to earn the trust of your franchise quarterback, the man on the team, right? To trust you on 3rd and 4th down when you've got Stephon Diggs over there and you got Dawson over here. But he went to my man, Lil Nasty. We're going to talk about that after. But what about
that? To be honest, I don't even know how to feel. You know what I'm saying? Because he said to, I mean, I don't even know who he said it to, but he told a lot of people like, yeah, I trust him, I believe in him. And I heard the broadcasters on the TV copy was like, hey, we didn't really believe Josh believed in him. You know what I'm saying? So I heard it on the TV copy. I mean, it's pretty funny, but I mean, him coming to me is awesome. I mean, he just fed the hot hand. He was like, and I feel like Josh was doing that the whole game. It was just like, however I need to get this done, I'm gonna get it done. He threw me check downs, he threw me the ball, he threw it deep, and he threw me a 50-50 ball. I don't even think he even thought about it. He just threw it. I'm like,
go up and get it.
I was like, this is how I knew I had the hot hand, and I knew he had all the faith in me because I'm like, me on a 50-50 ball, and this, I'm pretty sure what Kyle Duggar is like, what, 6 foot?
Big boy. He's a big boy. He's over 6 feet.
Yeah, I'm 5'7". He just threw it up there. I was like, yeah, Josh, I think he thinks I'm feeling it, so he gonna throw this ball. But
he believes in you.
But like it felt good that he trusted me on 3rd down, 4th down, and all throughout the game.
I got to ask you this real question. It pains me because like you guys are such a close team, a very close team, and it's unfortunate that Ike Butker went down. How's my man Ike Butker doing? I know it sucks, man. I think he had an Achilles rupture or something of that nature.
Yeah, he's doing good. Actually, when that happened, I didn't know what happened, to be honest, at the moment when he was hurt. And the thing is, me and Ike, throughout the season, I used to sneak his soap. in the shower, like his shower being his soap being his locker, and I would sneak the soap. And sorry, my dog. I would sneak the soap out of his locker and then go use it. And on the field, when he was on the cart, I said, "Yeah, I was like, it's gonna be all right, bro. And I'm gonna buy you some new soap too."
There you go.
So I made a joke out of it, but at the time, it's just like I didn't know. I just wanted to lighten the mood. But he's doing all right. I talked to him after. I talked to him on the plane and everything, so he was doing all right.
It sucks me because I mean it seems like the team was starting to come together. The old line was starting to gel a little bit. He was getting a little more playing time. And then Ryan Bates, your man Ryan Bates shows up and
Yeah.
handled it. He was on the right side and moved to the left side. Yo, my man Ryan Bates is coming on right now, and there's a lot of noise happening for Ryan Bates. They might want to see him on the field more often. So, isn't it nice to see some of the guys come in that cold, if you want to call it cold, and they come in and they perform next man up? How tough is it to just come on and perform, turn it on from when you've been cold?
You mean for me as an individual, or just like in general?
Anybody, man, you came in cold, man.
I just feel like it's just like, I mean, if you're prepared, you're prepared. If you're not, you're not. And I feel like this whole season for us on the Bills team is just like everybody's been prepared, ready to play. Only because of what happened in my situation. I'm saying I got put on the bench. I'm saying Speedy had to be ready to play. Ike goes down, Bates has to be ready to play. And I feel like obviously internally, like inside our locker room, we know the guys that can play, the guys that, should get some burn. I'm saying, like a guy like Bates, I'm saying, at least get a chance when
Sure.
when the opportunity presents itself. So like we know like who not need, but who deserves, to, get the opportunity whenever it presents itself. And not wishing that on I that happened, that's a freak accident. And you don't wish that upon nobody, but for Bates to step in and just, turn it on. So he deserves that. He deserved to go in there, be that guy, just emergency guy to just go in there and just, perform because he's been doing it, every day in practice.
You're damn right. I gotta show you something. This is a little clip, and I need you. You don't have to speak on it, but we're gonna talk about it afterwards because you made some play. I got one specific play that I gotta ask you about, but you were on fire, man. So was number 17, but 17 trusted you. Bang. I'm saying, and it doesn't stop there. This man was just he was on the money. You were on the money. I don't know if you ate your Wheaties, if you ate your Josh Wheaties. I don't know if you got the Frosties. I mean, you ate Josh's cereal. Man was on fire. But there's one catch that you made that I want to ask you about. This one was a pretty one, right down the mid. I think that was that jump ball you were talking about.
Yeah,
yeah. You had one where I worried for you. Beautiful catch on the sideline, and you bounced off that football. My daughter was like, "Ooh, Dad, I think he's hurt." I was like, "Oh, he's winded, or he broke some ribs. One of the two." I just hope he's winded. What was the feeling that went through you when you caught that ball and you bounced off that football, and you were like, "I can't get up." What was going on?
I got it, like the ball like kind of squished my chest. Like I just felt like I couldn't breathe. And my sternum was hurting. And like now I got this cough. I was just talking about it. Now I got this cough because I don't know what's wrong, but I got a cough now. But
you better isolate, and you better not have, because we need your black ass next game to ready to roll. You feel me? So
I don't think it's corona or anything. No, but the ball had hit I had my arms under the ball, and it went to crush my chest, and I like literally I was like, I can't breathe. And I'm sitting there, like I'm laying there, I'm like, oof, I can't breathe. And then the next morning my chest was killing me. And
I
was just coughing. I'm like, damn, it must be tight in there or something. I don't know. But
I feel better. I'm glad you feel good. Honestly, I was like, yo, I hope he's just winded. Give him moments, he'll be all right. So, question for you: when players do go down, and you see the trainers rush over and they kneel right beside you, what are they saying? Hey, man, you good? You good? You good? Or what do you feel?
You're trying to figure out what's wrong. You know what I'm saying? But they at that moment, they kind of saw what happened. You know what I'm saying? They probably was standing behind somebody, so one person probably didn't see what happened than the other person. But they kind of saw what happened. It was like, you win it, and I'm like, I was trying to say something, but in my mind, I'm like, I can't fucking breathe. Like I'm hurting. And then once like I got like a little bit of breath, I was just like, yeah, I just got to. And then I started cramping, and then I'm like, gosh,
I got it. But I'm not going to keep you too long because I appreciate your time, because your time is valuable. I'm thinking, and I need your blessing on this, because I can't. When someone gives you a nickname, it stuck with you. I'm thinking that maybe we can change your nickname. Lil Dirty is cool, but you know what I mean? They're trying to razz you on the sideline. So I was thinking maybe we could change it to Lil Nasty. because the way you did 41, the way you were all over the field, you were nasty with it. Can we don you as little nasty?
I mean, he can call me whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Everybody. Oh, nigga, I mean, he can call me whatever. Hey.
because I know Mario Addison's not gonna let it. Is not gonna let it fly, man. Because I know he donned you a little dirty, but a little nasty might be if you keep doing what you're doing, fam. I mean, the fans are ready for it. I mean, the conversations right now is how do we get Isaiah McKenzie more on the field? And I know that's going to be a good problem for, you know what I'm saying, Brian Daboll to get you and Cole and there's only one football.
Yeah.
Like, how is it for you to like, okay, so I did my job. I know I killed that. Now I got to go back to, you know what I'm saying, being the reserve. But how hard is it for you to go back to reserve when you like, I tasted that, man. I need that. I want more. How do you deal with that?
At this point, I'm used to it. You know what I'm saying? I think about last year when we played against the Dolphins, and I got there, 3 touchdowns, 6 catches, 65 yards, and I don't even think I sniffed the playoffs. So it's just like, I get it. I understand it. Respect it. You know what I'm saying? It was my job against the Patriots, and I just had to do my job, so I did it the best way I could to help the team win. But I know how it goes. You know what I'm saying? At this point, I know how things are. Like, you know what I'm saying? Money's, you know what I'm saying, hey, we pay these guys to go out there and do it. That they got to go first.
It is true.
When you get your turn, you just take advantage of it, and that's what I've been doing these past few years. So at this point, I'm just like used to it. So if I go from 6 plays Sunday to 10 plays this Sunday, I get it. You know, I can't be mad at it. I respect it.
I respect, and we respect it too, because there are some players on this team. And I remember a conversation we had several months ago, and you're like, yo, fam, I didn't have 8 touchdowns out of nowhere for no reason. Like, I take full of it. Trust me. I remember. You remember the plays you had. Like, when you just gave me the numbers you had against the Dolphins game. So you know what's good. So touchy subject, but I gotta ask you. You started the season kick returning, punt returning, and now Marquez is back. How is the dynamic between both y'all? Because I've seen you guys on the field together. Yeah. And sometimes, I mean, it's rolling back and forth. How's that relationship between the two of y'all? And how does it work with who's returning, who's not returning, backing each other up? What's the relationship between you two?
I'm just here to help. You know, so like he's the guy, and you know what I'm saying, it's not my job anymore, and I get it. But I mean, I don't want to see him fail at all. You know what I'm saying? If he fails, then the team fails, you know. So when we're there, like when we're back there, I'm just helping him out. You know what I'm saying? He's been doing a pretty good job these past few weeks. So I mean, we have a good relationship. We still hang out. We not hang out, but like we still have fun. And that's my guy. You know what I'm saying? We receivers, we get along. You know, there's no animosity between the two. I want to see him do good, and I want him to keep that train rolling. You know, so at the same time, you know what I'm saying? It's like like I said, I respect that. I respect that part of it. I respect that part of the game and stuff like that. So at the same time, I know in the back of my mind, it's like when I got benched, it was like I know I'm not supposed to be in the situation, and I know, and it was hard. It was hard to see my job be taken away, but at the same time, I wasn't wishing nothing bad on him, you know. But I just knew like whatever happens, I know I'm not going back on this bench whenever I get my chance. So
you damn right. You damn right. You gotta stay ready.
Yeah. So
that's what it comes down to. I do gotta ask you this, because right now, in my opinion, I feel that there's a bit of there's something in the air when Bills play the Patriots. There's something in the air. You don't gotta talk. Nobody has to say a damn word. You just gotta look at each other. We know what time it is. Coming into this game, knowing what happened in that first game, we all know, the win. That's the only way y'all could beat us is through the win. Now the winds are down, it's calm, and y'all put a lashing on this team. Is there more of a rivalry now? Now you're like, we hate this team, man. We can't wait to. I mean, there's professionalism, but then there's the competitive nature. Like even coaches in that. Everybody's in it. I'm pretty
sure there's some. I'm pretty sure there's some animosity between some
Oh, I want to hear that.
certain players, probably coaches. I mean, it's now it's like nitty gritty. Like, yo, like after that first game, it was like, yo, they. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, the defense was upset. I was just talking about this. The defense was upset. They ran the ball at will, and just like at our crib, and we lost. So we get it. It's just like, hey, we can't let that happen again. I'm saying we about to go play them again, and we gonna show out like we supposed to. We're not backing down from no one. So that's kind of how it went. So when that game came, it was like, hey, let's turn it on. So no matter what happens, we're gonna blow for blow. Saying they score, we score. They score, we score. They get a stop, we get a stop. You know what I'm saying? They get a big play on special teams, we get a big play on special teams. Let's just fight to the end and see what happens. So that's how it kind of went.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am joined by Lil Nasty, aka Lil Dirty, aka Isaiah McKenzie, aka 11 receptions, 125 TD against the Patriots. My guy is a McKenzie. Listen, before you go, I do have a few more questions, and I'm gonna let you be because I need you to rest up.
I got all night.
Oh, we chilling? We chilling, baby. We chilling. So I know you a candy guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You like your candies, right? I remember, I think you were talking about when it was contract time, and you look, listen, I just want to be back, and y'all can pay me in anything you want. You know what I'm saying? But I think candy is out the way. With the game you just had, and you showed the league, and I'm not gonna put you in no damn position. I'm not that dude, but people are on notice. And I'm talking about other teams as well, because they gotta face you. Atlanta's coming up, the Jets are coming up, they saw the film. But another way I got to look at it is people are like, yo, fam, I like this dude, man. I think I can see him on this team. But I'm going to tell you right now, my GM, my head coach better recognize, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you better put that big smile on your face, because they better recognize what's really good with Isaiah McKenzie. We need you on this team again next year, and you ain't getting paid no candy. You know what I mean? They're going to have to pay up. But I'm going to leave it at that. That's all. I just wanted to get that off my chest. So that being said, I got to ask you this question here. We're going up against Atlanta. Atlanta seems to be a team that is hanging around. You know what I'm saying? They're not the Patriots. And is it difficult to go into these games like, yo, we don't know anything about this team? Like, is it always the same way you guys attack film? Or, all right, fellas, we're playing Atlanta. Atlanta's how does that work when it's in the film room? When you and Chad Hall and all the receiver guys are talking, how y'all do that? What's it like in the film room?
Well, from a receiver standpoint, we just we look at the defense, what kind of defense they play, zone man. We look at the DBs, and we just look at how they play. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like every week it's the same thing. I mean, coming off a big Patriots week, we know we got to finish strong. So going into the Falcons, we know we got to study film like we always do. We got to practice like we always do. I mean, nothing's going to change for us because we know we got to finish strong regardless. You know what I'm saying? Just, to get us in a good playoffs position. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing to it. You know what I'm saying? It's football. You gotta play.
I love it, man. I love it. So listen, I'm going to give you the opportunity now for the chat right now. We got 522 people viewing right now. Say what's up to my man, Isaiah McKenzie. He's doing it right now. His chocolate is popping right now. It's looking good right now. I see moisturizer. I like it. I appreciate that, because a lot of people don't know about that. But if you guys have any questions for my guy, this is your opportunity to ask your questions. Listen, there's one thing that I noticed that was clear and apparent, was your speed. Boy, oh boy, can you run? Can you roll? And it's one of those things that was refreshing to see, because I remember when you came on a couple years ago, the offense was it was moving, but it wasn't moving. But when you came through, you moved the offense. It was a spark, and it was you reminded us of that in the last game. What's your conditioning like? What are you doing to stay conditioned? What are you doing to stay and keep top shape? Because you don't want to gain too much weight and bulk up. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you were a smaller frame. So how is it that you stay conditioned to stay on top speed? Because that's one of the things that leads is the speed first. So how do you stay conditioned to keep that speed up? What are you doing?
To be honest, during the season, I'm not doing much. We work out twice to three times a week. And then, I just run all the time at practice. I get all my running in at practice, you know what I'm saying? Full speed, jogging, whatever I got to do. And I feel like, the more I run, the more in shape I would be, the more I keep my stamina up, at the end of the week. Because when it comes game time, you know what I'm saying, we're only running for 4 seconds. I'm trying to be the fastest on the field, out of those 4 seconds. Like this past weekend, like just past Sunday, I know I got to run. You know what I'm saying? That's one of my biggest assets. So I just got to I got to put it on display. You know what I'm saying? When it's time to run away from somebody, I got to run away from somebody. When it's time to use my speed to catch a ball, I got to catch. So that's how. I mean, I can't. I mean, I guess I can't jump. I mean, I've proven that. I
No
mean,
doubt.
but I mean, other than that, I mean, I don't want it. I don't want it to be close. I don't want to be a contested catch if it don't have to be a contested catch. If I can separate from somebody and catch the ball by myself, then that's what I'm gonna do. You know.
I,
But to keep my condition up, I just run in practice.
I like that, man. I do like that. I don't know if you heard. I don't know if you heard today or was it yesterday, but it's been circulating all over the internet right now. And there was a radio station in Boston, I think it was WEEI, and a fan called in, and he had that Boston accent. And I'm not about to, saying, do that Boston accent, but my man was talking about, hey, my quarterback ain't nothing. Rookie wall, my bum. There is no such thing as rookie wall, but there's a dude on that team now. That's a player. And he was talking about Josh Allen. And he says the playoffs run through Buffalo. When you hear that type of stuff, how you feel about that? You know what I mean? The division runs through Buffalo. You got to go through Buffalo to get that. Does that make you kind of swell up the chest a little bit? Or you like, yo, man, stay humble, stay hungry, man. I got to listen to my coach. My coach says, stay humble, stay hungry. I got to do that.
To be honest, when they say that, it's up to Josh. You know, it's just like Josh is the reason why. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's on full display. You know, Josh. Hey, like you got to put pieces around Josh. Josh gonna get it done. And if Josh got to get it done by himself, he gonna get it done by himself. Either way, Josh. It's Josh. It starts with Josh, and I'm saying it gives. We always had the confidence. I'm saying obviously humble and hungry, but we always had the confidence. Like, yo, we can possibly beat any team we play. You know what I'm saying? We just got to play our game. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's how it is for us. And a lot of people think, you know what I'm saying, think the same way, but I feel like we really have those. We have the players, we have the coaches, we have the chemistry, we have the culture to do that. You know what I'm saying? From what I see and from what everybody else sees in our locker room, like we have the ability to be anyone when we're on our A game. And it's shown. You know what I'm saying? Even if we ain't got the main guys, like Gabe or Bees or whatever, and I step in, you know what I'm saying? We got the backups to handle the job when the job needs to get done. And I just feel like but it all starts with Josh. You know what I'm saying? Whatever he puts on the field, we just got to go roll with the punches, you know?
When Josh, because he gives, there's two types of Joshes that I see. I see the clean cut, go Bills, right? He gives you that on TV, you know what I'm saying? And he gives you all the right things. But he gives me the impression that when I see him on the sideline, he gave me the Sam Cassell. I saw that. I was like, oh. And he told me they must not know who I like that Josh. And if that's the Josh that y'all know in that locker room, fam, we got a good one. Because I absolutely love it, and the fans love it. How much does Josh hype up the whole team? Offense, defense, special teams, the coaches. How much does he hype the team up?
Sometimes he doesn't have to do much. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's Diggs. Sometimes it's Micah, J. Poe, Jerry. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of guys, but I would say Josh. He wants to. Sometimes he just sits back and is like, "Hey, we know what we need to do. We know what we need to do. I'm gonna let somebody else speak, and let's just put these points on the board. Let's get stops. And let's control the game." And then when he does speak, I'm saying you hear it, you feel it, and you're like, "Hey, this guy means business." When he does speak, he means business, and he go out there, he shows it.
I absolutely love it. I have a really good question coming in from JP. JP says, and there's been a lot of comments going on about this. How do you players feel when the fans show up at the airport, cheering you on, cheering you on? How do you as players feel?
It's pretty cool, to be honest. Like it's pretty cool to like see that coming off the plane, hear yelling. It's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. Like it shows. I mean, it's support. Like obviously I've been here these past few years, and I think like the better we got, the the more we got. You know what I'm saying, for the fans, and
Mm.
I'm pretty sure that Bills Mafia is always awesome. You know what I'm saying, but it's just getting better and better and better. You know, showing up at the airport. You know what I'm saying, win or lose. You know what I'm saying, supporting us through the playoffs, when, you know what I'm saying, through COVID and all that. So I feel like it's getting better and better. And to be honest, I didn't think fan base can get any better than that. You know what I'm saying? It gets better and better.
They say Bills Mafia is like no other. I mean, you go if you need to bring the dog on, come on and bring the dog on, man. What kind of dog you got?
A pit bull. I think he has his restroom. I'm not sure. I don't know what he's doing. He's just laying there. But yeah, whatever.
So, and I appreciate that because you came through and said, "Hey, listen, we love it as players, and we see our fan base is there, no matter what, win or lose, they're there." That's as a player, that's got to be amazing to see the support and the love this team has. I mean, we've endured as a Bills fan, we've endured a lot of downs and some good ups as well. But right now, we're on the trajectory of going up, and it's amazing. How locked in is everybody on this team right now? Locked all the way in. There's nobody. We don't have to say a word to each other. We know what's the deal. How locked in are you guys?
I would say we always locked in, but now it's just like we know what needs to be done. So like there's no room for error. Like we got to get this done, and we got to get it done fast. So we got to go in every game like, hey, we got to put points on the board, got to get stops, and we got to control the whole game the whole time. You know what I'm saying? And we know how we've come from behind. We've led in plenty of games. We've led. You know what I'm saying? We've had blowouts. We've had losses. Like we've been through,
Ups and
ups and downs, everything possible. So now it's like, okay, we know what we got. We saw. I mean, I feel like the Bucks game really put us in a world where it was like, you know what, we can really turn this around right now.
talk about that though. Talk about that because that's what we felt. We felt that second half. We're like, whoa, hold on now. This is the team that we know that can play, and we felt that this is what turned things around. Is that how you guys are feeling right now in the locker room?
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, we need to turn it around, and that Bucks game really showed us like, hey, we can play with the best. You know what I'm saying, we just got to start. We gotta start like we finish, you know, and that's what I feel like. And we gotta just roll with the punches. Like, don't get down when another team scores. If they're up by 2 scores or 3 scores, we know we can come back. We have the talent to come back. We have the coaches to put in the right game plan to put us in the right position. You know what I'm saying? We did it. We seen ourselves do it, and we just gotta play like that every game. You know what I'm saying? No matter what happens, just go.
I'm gonna stick on that Bucks game because I see a few people in the chat asking that. I mean, we might as well get into it. The Bucks game, we are getting our booties whipped. We are just getting nothing's going our way. Who or what happened in that locker room that made y'all change things? Yo, we need to know. Bills fans need to know. Who was it that said, "All right, fellas, we need to"? Was it you?
No.
Ed Oliver? J. Poe?
It was, to be honest, it was no one. Like, yeah, I mean, the coaches came in and they said, yo, like, this is what we got to do. I mean, we losing. And, like, it was no rah-rah. It was no, yeah, we got to tighten up. Nobody said nothing. Everybody was just like, we lose it. And then in the back of a lot of people's minds, like, damn, we really out here getting blown out. And on the sideline, I said, we haven't looked this bad in years. I told that to someone. I looked at someone. I was like, this is the Buffalo. Like, this is 2018. This feels like 2018. I was like, we haven't sucked this bad in years. I was like, and I've been here from 2018. I said, we haven't sucked this bad in years. And I forgot who I said that to. I probably said it to Diggs or something. And next thing you know, the second half, it's a whole new half. And I'm cool with Levante David. And we trained in the offseason together. And I was like, we scored after halftime. And I told Levante, I said, yeah, we finna whoop y'all ass. And he was like, not even close. And then, you know, we coming back and we going to overtime. I'm like, I was just talking shit.
Oh shit!
I had no idea this was gonna happen. But the thing is, I knew because I'm like, yo, we just drove, we just scored, like we finna turn it up. And that's what happened. And I was talking shit, but it came. So I was like,
It came through, but that second half is what did it. So it's not even any we talking. It's really it's like a unspoken communication y'all got with each other. Yo, we know what we need to do. Let's do it. And then play after play after play. Yo, were those any of those plays designed for you in this past game? Yo, Kenzie, this is for you, man. We built this one for you. Handle it.
No.
Not even, huh? He just read the field. Says, "There's my man, a little nasty. Let me hit him."
Yeah, I felt like he felt like I was on fire, so he was just like feeding our hand. He was like, "Hey, if you're on fire, give it to him." So that's what it was. They was just rolling it down. We was just rolling it out. It's like, yeah.
I love it. You guys feel that you guys play better on the road or at home? Is there a feel where you're like, man, yo, we know it's business. Let's handle business. Or you're like, yo, wherever we play, we ready to go.
Yeah, wherever we play. Ready.
I like it.
That's how. I feel like I feel like even I feel like away, we try to amp it up. So like at home, don't get me wrong, we try to defend home turf. Like we want to win. Like
of course.
We amp it up. But I feel like there's another level to it when we go away. It's like we want to show these fans and this team like
you want to show them what Diggs told them. You be quiet. I got it. I got it. Yo, did you celebrate at the Waffle House after the game?
Nah, I was funny. Last night I was in the bed. I was thinking like, damn, because I woke up. It's been a couple nights, like these past few weeks, where I've been waking up at like this past week. I've been waking up like 4 or 5 in the morning, and like, damn, it'd be nice if we had a Waffle House.
What's good about the Waffle House?
Listen,
some people don't know the Waffle House.
From like 1 in the morning to 6 or 7. It's something about Waffle House. The taste buds just like go crazy. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I've never drank or smoked in my life, and I'm pretty sure the people that drink or smoke,
they must love it.
1 to 6 o'clock in the morning at Waffle House, I know they're having the best time of their life. Me, because I know I am. I'm like the waffle, the eggs, the sausage. I'm in there, and it's like I got the munchies. Like I just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just had everything.
Buffalo's got to bring a Waffle House to Buffalo. Yeah. I mean,
if they had a Waffle House, like, and the time passes like that at Waffle House. Next thing you know, you walk outside, the sun's up. You're like, damn.
Yo, let me tell you something. I've seen video of the Waffle House bumping with music, and everybody's bumping. It's like almost a club in there. And wherever I don't know what state, but there's some. That's why when you walk out, you're like, yo, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. I didn't even. But quick.
And I seen a tweet where somebody was like, we can't have a Waffle House. If we do get a Waffle House, we can't put it where the ratchet people or the ghetto people are or whatever. I was like, those are the best Waffle Houses. You know what I'm saying? The people that be in the back with the cigarettes, they make the best waffles.
It hit different.
Best eggs. The people that be late to Waffle House, that be just walking in at 3, like, yo, like I don't even want to be here, but those people that make
that. I hear you. Listen, we might have to make some. You know what I mean, like get some going. Hey, what is your la traya? Is it la traya? Did I say that correctly?
La traya. But you was the accent, that thing flow right there. I like that.
Listen, man, la traya. When is la traya?
Yeah.
When is la traya coming to Buffalo? Stop playing with us.
I have no idea, to be honest. I have no idea.
I mean, shoot, people would support. I'm telling you, I don't think you realize how much love and support not only the Bills get, but players that connect with the fans like this. Like, there's not a lot of players that do it. I know that some people are busy, and I know you're busy too, but you've always shown love to BF. You've always shown love to Buffalo Fanatics, and we're always going to show love back to you. But there's a lot of love for you, man, and I appreciate you spending time with me, man. You spent almost an hour with me. I appreciate it, man. So listen, I'm gonna let you get some rest. I want you to rest up because we got a big old game. It's not over yet.
Yeah,
we're not dead yet. I know Coach said it. He said we're not dead yet. You know what I'm saying? We still got a lot of work to do. We got to take down the Falcons. You feel me? They're coming home to us, so we're gonna handle that. And then we got the Jets, and then we got to hope that the Patriots continue to lose. And then we get ready for the playoffs and we go to the Super Bowl, man. Listen, one last question before we get out of here, man. Is there a big difference between last year's chemistry and the vibe and this year's chemistry and vibe? Is there a big difference?
No big difference. I feel like this year's we're getting even closer. You know what I'm saying? Because the ups and downs were really really the ups and downs. Because last year we didn't really have ups and downs. We
You
lost.
guys were fire. It's true.
We had that Arizona game where we, you know, what I'm saying, the last catch was like, damn, like, you know, what I'm saying, you don't even know how to feel on that. And then we went on like a win streak the whole time.
True.
This year we've been like here, like, yo, like, whoa, like, what the hell is going on? But I feel like everybody still stayed together. You know what I'm saying? Right now, what we 9-6? Yeah, 9-6. It's just like everybody's still like we don't care. You know what I'm saying? We don't care what what the number is. Like 9-6, yeah. But we know we're better than 9-6.
Oh yeah.
When we start playing better than 9-6, people are in trouble.
Listen, you guys ain't got to listen. You guys don't have to do any talking. We, as the fan base, will do the talking for y'all. You're talking on the field. Stay healthy. I want my guy Devin Singletary to stay healthy. That boy is running the rock. I mean, we've been crying for this man to get the ball more often. Give that man the ball, and I mean, you don't got to say nothing about it. We just want to see Devin Singletary with the ball more often in his hands. But I'm hoping that you guys stay healthy. Everybody gets back to health, and we rock it out, man. Yo, listen, that Super Bowl ring is gonna look so good on you. All you're gonna have to write on there is just Lil Nasty on that Super Bowl ring. It's gonna look good. And we're gonna play this video back, and it's gonna be dope. So, ladies and gentlemen, my guy Isaiah McKenzie. Listen, Isaiah, I appreciate you so much for coming through, man. You didn't have to, but you did. You always show love to BF, and BF is always gonna show love to you. So, is there anything that you need to plug? Because I know there was something going on. Is there a charity that Isaiah McKenzie has, or is there something that you support that you would love for people to support and show some love? Is there anything that you want to put out there?
To be honest, like I haven't.
It's all good. Some people do, some people don't, man. Listen, if you at where's La Traila? Where is that? Miami?
It's in Miami, yeah.
It's in Miami. So if anybody is in Miami right now, y'all need to go support La Traila, and then we need to make sure that my man builds one. He builds one in right next to Orchard Park, man. That's what I mean. That's where the new stadium is going to be, right? So you might as well just want. I mean, I'm just putting it out there for you. So,
Gotcha.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for us. It's BF. It's the Buffalo Fanatics. It's my man Isaiah McKenzie, my brother from another mother. That's my guy, man. Yo, I wish you all the success. I wish you all the love, man. I wish you a multi-year contract coming back to Buffalo. Number 19 is gonna be here for a while, and that's exactly what we want, man. That's exactly what we want. So keep healthy, my man. Salute to you. Big game again. You know what I'm saying? And we'll see you on the flip side, my G. Appreciate it. That's my guy, Isaiah McKenzie. True OG. Triple OG. That's my guy, man. Listen, if you want the real, that's him. Isaiah McKenzie comes through. He keeps it real. He keeps it all the way 100. He keeps it a buck at all times. And that's one thing that we do appreciate as a fan base, right? Nobody comes in and gives us the, the cookie cutter answers, this, that. He comes in and he's real. And I saw a comment, like, yo, Rico and Isaiah are like friends. It's not, it's like, it's a good relationship, right? It's a mutual respect. He knows what we do. He knows what we kind of put out for as content to our audience, and he respects it, and I respect that. And it's not often that I mean, these players can come on, but when they do, you got to appreciate it. You got to show love. So I appreciate you guys tuning in with us. Was there anything that I missed? I mean, I tried to get to some of your questions. I mean, I had one question asked me. I was gonna if you knew the facial expression that Steve freaking Belichick had. I mean, I could have asked him that, but he could have went like, he would have like, who? You feel me? It would have been one of those scenarios, right? But nonetheless, I did see a lot of the questions come through. I tried to read as many as I could, but keep my attention on Isaiah. But he was absolutely sensational on the field, and even more sensational individual on camera. Like, the guy is just straight up real. He's a cool cat. And I wish him all the damn success. I wish him all the health in the world, man. Listen, wouldn't you guys like to have Isaiah McKenzie back on the squad next year? Not only for his abilities on the field, but for his abilities to galvanize and keep guys together. You know what I mean? You got Ike Bucker that just ruptured his damn Achilles, and my man's talking about, yo, fam, you'll be all right, man. I'll get you some soap when you get back. You feel me? Like, things like that. That's legit. That's cool. And I love how he answered the question about the rivalry. Is the rivalry back on? He goes, hey, man, there's something in the air. There's you know what I mean? There's some animosity, you can tell. And I love every bit of it. That's what I'm talking about, man, because teams get up for this stuff. I mean, I feel that the rivalry's back on, and this win really, you know what I mean, boosted it up a notch, and I'm all for it. So listen, man, folks, I appreciate each and every one of you guys coming through. and hanging out with your boy. I hope I did it justice by kind of, bringing new followers to BF. And if you're new to this page, before you leave, smash that like. You know what I'm saying? Give it a share on your Facebook, whatever social media platform you want to do it on. If you're writing articles, you know what I'm saying? My crew that's with BF, man, get your articles ready, and we'll get this thing out, man. So much love to each and every one of you guys. I appreciate you guys. You guys been tuning in and rocking with BF for a while. You guys been rocking with me for a while, and it doesn't go unnoticed. It really doesn't. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. And listen, man, we had a massive game. A big game. It was a monumental game because it shifted a lot of things. A lot of things shifted in this game, right? Us taking down the Patriots vaults us right back to number one. And look at the media. The media was down on us when we lost to the Patriots. They're done. The Boston media was talking about we were pretenders. What were they thinking? They thought they were this, that, and the third. Well, look who's laughing now. You feel me? Look who's laughing now. So we just better hope that Macaroni Jones can get his act together, because right now Macaroni Jones is just as good as Davis Mills right now. They're both 2-2 a start. At the last 4 starts, they're 2-2. Trevor Lawrence 0-4. Hopefully Trevor Lawrence gets his act together and their team can, come together and upset the Patriots like they did us, and get after, Macaroni Jones. I mean, we did kind of put the game plan out. The blueprint is out to kind of, slow these guys down. Hopefully that's exactly what happens with these Jags. But we've got 2 more games in this season, man. It feels like this season has been a long one, but it's a solid one. We're back on top. We're in control. We just got to end this game, right? We've got to finish out this season, the last quarter of the season. We got to go 4-0 and then prepare ourselves for the playoffs. Now, before I get out of here, we got to mess around with the ESPN app. You guys already know what it is, right? We need to see what the playoff scenarios will look like, because I'm telling you right now, there's a very good chance. I've said this before. The last 2 weeks, I've been saying this. There's a very good chance that we may see the Patriots again for a trilogy. We might see these guys again. It's going to be like Deontay Wilder and Fury, the trilogy. So, Bill Belichick is going to be up for this. Leslie Frazier is going to be up for this. McDermott's going to be up for this. Everybody's going to be up for this, right? They are going to be playing Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs is audio on loop. You feel me? And they're ready. But they got 2 more games. They got to go up against the Jags and they got to go against the Dolphins. The Dolphins don't play. The Dolphins play the Patriots extremely well all the time. So I'm looking forward very much to seeing how this plays out. So don't just leave just yet. We're going to see what this scheduling looks like. So pardon me as I scroll through and look at this. Let me go to the NFL here. And let's see where we got. Let me just click on this bad boy here real quick. And let's see what we're looking at here, because I'm curious to see. Let's see, where's my I hate when I can't find these things, man. It is ESPN, right? I'm trying to find my thing. Yeah, now I can't. There it is, the playoff machine. All right, so I'm gonna share my screen and we're gonna do it together, and we're gonna find out what's really good. Where do we stand? Who can we end up playing? There's some teams that lost that shouldn't have lost. The Chargers. The Chargers taking that L, and they were talking about they got the best team in the AFC. Well, all right, pump your brakes a little bit. Pump your brakes a little bit. I mean, we got some things to talk about. They're not there just quite yet. They're not there just quite yet. So let me open this tab up and let's mess around with this thing, man. So stay tuned. Can you guys see the screen? Tell me if you guys can see the screen all right. If you guys can, wonderful. So here's the deal. We got obviously the week is over with. We know what's good. So we're going to move to week 17. So right now, the Bills are the 4th seed. If the playoffs were to start today, we would be facing the Indianapolis Colts. Boy, oh boy, would that be a matchup, right? That'd be a matchup from last year when we squeaked away with a win. You know what I'm saying? Last second bat down, we got away with it. And you got Miami. Look at Miami squeezing into the 7th seed. Get the heck out of here. All right, boys, let's go. All right, so here's the deal. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna try. Can you guys see this okay? If you guys can see this okay, let me know. I'll do my best to kind of. Is that better? Is that a better shot for you guys, or should I just do it like this, where I'm off the screen? You know what? I got to show my pretty face. Let me see. All right, so here's the deal. Let's. I think this is the best way to look at it. Is this better for you guys? I hope it is. All right, here we go. So here's the deal. The Bills should be able to take care of the Falcons. Should be, right? We don't care about the freaking NFC. Now, the Bengals, this is a tricky one. And how do you guys feel the Bengals and Chiefs? The Bengals just came off a massive win against the Baltimore Ravens, a depleted Baltimore Ravens, but nonetheless, a big win. So, how do you guys feel about the Chiefs and the Bengals? I don't know about that one. I mean, I'll give the benefit of the doubt to the Chiefs because the Chiefs right now are the red hot team, but the Bengals just came off a huge win and everybody's getting pretty healthy and they got a damn good receiving core. So this one to me is a toss up. I'm not sure, but I'll give the edge to Kansas City. The Colts and the Raiders, I mean, you got to give it to the Colts, but hold on now. Carson Wentz is out. Carson Wentz is out. He's not playing. So could the Raiders come in and put on an upset? You know what I'm saying? So let's just say, because Carson Wentz is, I mean, he knows the offense. He's getting guys in their position. I know he hasn't been playing the greatest, but he had a pretty damn good game last game with a makeshift offensive line, and who knows who's coming back. So I'm going to give it to the Raiders. Let's say the Raiders come in and upset because they don't have Carson Wentz, and I don't even know who the hell their backup is, truth be told. Y'all might be able to help me out. I can't see the Jaguars beating the Patriots. I just can't. But stranger things have happened, right? The Jets and the Bucks are going to win. Dolphins and Titans. This one's a tough one. Titans should win this game. Tannehill playing the Miami Dolphins. This should be a good one. The defense for the Miami Dolphins are underrated. They're an underrated defense. How do you guys feel about this Titans-Dolphins game? Do you give it to the Dolphins? Do you give it to the Titans? I absolutely don't know. Y'all need to help me out. Are we Dolphin fans for this game, or are we giving it to the other squad? I'm kind of perplexed on who you give it to, but I mean the number would say that you give it to Tennessee, right? But that's a toss up too. This is week 17 is a crazy one for the AFC, man. Hold on. So Washington, I mean, they just got embarrassed, and I can't see them getting. I don't see them recovering. The Ravens are just they're falling. They're falling like Alicia Keys, and it's just not happening right now. The Chargers, I think the Chargers redeemed themselves. They beat the Broncos, but stranger things have happened. San Fran, I'm going to give San Fran over Texas, but Texas are playing pretty well right now. Davis Mills is doing his thing, but I just don't believe in them. And then Dallas Cowboys are hot. Cardinals are not. The Saints are just some hot mess. I'll give it to the Panthers. And who cares? I'll give it to Green Bay. And this one here, the Browns are just, I got to give it to the Steelers. I'll give it to the Steelers because the Browns are just whatever, right? So right now, how that shapes out, we're the 3rd seed, and we are playing Indianapolis Colts, right? The Bengals play the 5th seed, which is New England, and 2nd seed goes to Tennessee and the Chargers, right? All right. Let's move in. Week 18. This is where it's at right now. So who cares? I'd say the Ravens. I think the Ravens come back in. I mean, they gotta pay back the Steelers, right? So I'm hoping that the Ravens come back and do what they do. The Bills beat the Jets. The Bengals beat the Browns. Green Bay, Tennessee beats Texans. Has to. Colts beat the Jags. You have to. This one, I'm gonna give it to the Dolphins, man. F it. I'm giving it to the Dolphins. Dolphins beat the freaking the Patriots in the last week of the game. We'll see how that plays out. And then who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? We'll give it to them. Who cares? The Chiefs will probably win this game. The Rams, and then the Chargers and the Raiders. I mean, both teams are out of. Oh, wait, the Chargers are in there. So let's just say the Chargers. If the Raiders win, does it change anything? Yes, it does. If the Raiders win, that changes who we play. It makes us play the damn Colts. So if we make the Chargers win, we're back to playing the. See, I'm telling you, man, this is how it's going to probably play out. Tennessee Chargers, Colts, Bengals. It's the trilogy. Listen, this could be how this plays out. Let me put that back on the screen for y'all. If the way we end the season, the Bills win out, Patriots lose one game. Listen, Colts play the Bengals. That would be a matchup. That'd be a crazy matchup right there. Bengals, I mean, the Bills in New England for the 3rd time. That would be a matchup again. You know what I'm saying? But the difference is Buffalo's at home, baby. Let's go. And then we got the Chargers and the Tennessee Titans. That's a big one too. Man, would that be something, man? Would that be something? So I'm going to stop sharing that. So, folks, what a wild playoff picture. It is not over. There's a lot of wins that we just have to control what we control. Just win out. Win out. And listen, Matt Montgomery, you're absolutely right, man. Matt Montgomery just said it. Where is Matt Montgomery? Matt Montgomery just said it, man. This playoff picture is wild. It is wild. It's craziness. And the Chargers losing last game and the Bengals just upsetting. I mean, I don't want to call it upset, but you beat down the Ravens. Like, there's a lot of things that need to happen. And there's other teams that affect what happens on who we play and seeding. Would you rather play New England for the third time and just continue with this rivalry and make sure that we send Belichick packing? Wouldn't that be bitter? Wouldn't that be sweet? Or do you want to play the Colts you want to pay back the Colts because they ran all over us? At the end of the day, you can't be scared of playing anybody. You got to come prepare, be ready to go, and do your business. But anyway, it is what it is. It is what it is. So, folks, I'm glad you guys stuck around and viewed what this playoff picture could look like going forward. It's going to be insane. It's craziness. And shout out to my guy, Ryan Teal, that comes in and says, yo, smash those likes. While you guys are in here, do me a favor, smash those likes. You know what I'm saying? And if you haven't followed the Buffalo Fanatics, do me a favor, follow the Buffalo Fanatics, even if you're part of another team. We've got followers from all the way from the AFC South to the NFC. You know what I'm saying? So come on over. You ain't gonna discriminate. Come through, hang out with us, and watch the journey, man. Yo, how crazy would it be that I and a lot of these Bills content creators can create our content all the way up into the Super Bowl? My goodness, wouldn't that be something, man? But yo, much love goes to each and every one of you guys out there. Appreciate it. You guys have no idea. It's a lot of work that goes into this. There's a lot of work. There's a lot of networking that goes in the backgrounds and trying to make sure, you know what I'm saying, and mind our P's and Q's and do all that stuff, but stay authentic at the same time. It's something that we do pride ourselves in. So that being said, that's it for me. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate each and every one of y'all. You guys have been great. You guys are fantastic. Tomorrow night, we got the film session. We got Clay and my man Kendall. They're going to break down the Patriots game and how much we whoop that ass and we handle business. You know what I'm saying? So, enjoy the rest of the week. We will see you back at it again on Friday. I'm going to see if I can find some content creators from the Atlanta Falcons, bring them on. I think I got one already in mind, and he's going to be beautiful to come through. So, folks, enjoy the rest of your evening. I know it was a late one tonight, but I appreciate you guys coming through. So until next time, it's your boy. And you guys don't forget, cop your tees. We got shirts, we got merch, we got all that stuff. So until next time, it's your boy. And I'm gone. Let's go.